Jimmy took the book and ran to the library where Emma works. He burst into anger when he saw Emma. He yelled at her, saying, "Are you fucking insane? Why did you give this to Andrew? Are you happy now? Was this your plan all along? To kill all of us? How do you know Jenny? How the fuck did you get this book? Talk, Emma. Talk to me." Emma was too stunned to speak. She didn't even give the book to Andrew. After standing there for a minute thinking about what just happened, Emma took the book, but she couldn't open it because she got a call from the lab where Linda worked. They told Emma that this was the last number that Linda dialed before she passed away and asked her to inform her family. Emma was speechless. Without wasting a minute, she opened the book. What she didn't know was how everyone who touched or opened this book shared the same fate. It's like a curse that never ends. A curse that crushes those who dare to break the first rule, which is, do not touch or read. Jimmy went to his house after the incident. He was literally shaking and sweating. After a lot of thinking, he decided to meet their cult leader. He told Jimmy to get rid of all the witnesses and to burn the book to break the curse. So he spends all night trying to come up with a plan. Emma, after reading the book, tried to connect all the points. The way Jenny was bullied and tortured, how her friends died, and the relationship between Jenny and her friends. The only answer she could come up with is that her friends might be the ones who tortured Jenny, which led to each and every one of them dying in the same way that they tortured her. Suddenly, Emma got a call from Jimmy, and she knew something was not right. Jimmy asked to meet her. The next day, around 8 p.m., Emma went to meet Jimmy with a knife in her bag, just in case. The place looks like an old, abandoned building. She went inside, but there was no one. But from a distance, she saw a fire lit up in a barrel. But then someone hit her head with a metal pipe. She lost consciousness. The moment she opened her eyes, she couldn't even move. Her hands and legs were tied. She could barely breathe. Then, suddenly, the power went out. With the help of the moonlight, she saw someone standing in front of her. The next thing she saw was how a figure that came crawling dragged that person away from Emma. She somehow managed to get the knife from her bag and cut all the ropes. Emma ran in the direction the person was dragged, only to witness a horrifying situation. She saw Jimmy with blood all over his face. He barely has the strength to get up. Emma took advantage of the situation. She saw patrol barrels all over the place. After making a hole in each barrel, she took a piece of burning wood from the barrel she saw earlier and threw it where Jimmy was. Since patrol was already leaking, within a second, Jimmy was burned alive. Emma took the book from her bag and got ready to throw it. But then she saw a figure staring at her through the fire. She tried to run away, but then her bones started to crack one by one, and her limbs started to twist. Emma died in the same way that Andrew died. Why? Did you think Emma's going to end the curse? That she would survive? No way. Emma broke the first rule, and so do you. Now you know Jenny's story, so be careful. If the power ever goes out, make sure to run for your life. The next day, a little girl saw the book near the road. She took the book happily and ran to her home.